Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 4 now of TAT F1 World Tour. Here in Jeddah for AGP of all time. Practice was not good. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it was bad.
Yeah, there's no hopium, there's no copium. It is just, we cannot wait for the checkered flag, if any of our cars even fucking get there. And this isn't like the other tracks. I don't even know this shithole well enough to give you a walkthrough. All I know is that this track is shaped vaguely like a fucking old-timey knife or something, and it's got like 37,000 corners, and not a single one of them are any good. That must be a timing error.
That's P21 for us, P21.
There's Logan across, even Sauber's in the 30s. Or sub-30s, I should say.
Unless our data was wrong on that practice program, I don't know, but it wasn't looking good. Not the best in the world, but not the worst either. Moderate.
7/10 off of Logan. I guess Logan just hit it different there because he's even ahead of like a Red Bull and what? Yeah, what in the hell?
Yeah, we're 8/10 off in Sector 3, which is pretty rough.
Yeah, Sector 3 is literally just the exit of the chicane and then one turn. That's the final turn.
Should be fine. P13 right now. It's hard to tell if this is going to help us or hurt us because we're pretty rough in every department.
I think it's more of we have a problem, but the solution, while obvious, will only make another problem. We can fix the straight line performance easily, but it'll be at the very obvious expense of any kind of cornering grip in the first half of the track.
And that's P13.
Yes, Mark, we are fully cognizant of that. Thank you.
It'll be worse than I hope. P10. That's honestly a miracle.
Yeah, somehow Derek's managed to get it up higher here than Suzuka or Bahrain, which we both went into with significantly more confidence. So I don't know.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
And, I mean, he
we'll
didn't
be
just.
back tomorrow.
It's not like he did
We
that
head into the
and
Grand Prix.
JJ was up there. JJ's down in 16th, so I don't know.
7.5 tenths between our two guys. That is. I'm not sure what's more representative. I don't want to say JJ underperformed. I just think Derek has literally pulled something straight from his ass. And that's probably exactly how Logan got where he is, because he probably just trimmed the thing out and just dealt with it through the S's.
Only 18 laps in the GP.
It would make perfect sense for our garage area to be air conditioned since we're in Saudi fucking Arabia.
It feels like I'm in fucking Saudi fucking Arabia because it's fucking 88 degrees outside right now.
We've got fast sweeping corners under the lights and 20 racers all ready to write their name into the...
Shut the fuck up.
And alongside me today...
Shut the fuck up.
Talking.
Okay, Mark here. Let's get another points finish today.
We're here on the grid for the Saudi GP. SVG struggling qualifying. He's starting P9. Logan P7. I think there's a Williams up there. There's a number of things that I am questioning, but nonetheless, here we are.
I know exactly how Logan got there. I'm pretty sure his car is trimmed out. There's not a point of moving it or braking Kurt Wild. There's not a point of front arrow or rear arrow on that Sauber, I bet. So he's going to be a menace on the straights, and then be a lime green chicane everywhere else.
As they have warned Derek for a contact with Wild as if Derek moved under braking. That's kind of insane. But sure, pop off, sis.
Well, one of us is in a Ferrari and the other one of us isn't, so... Ferrari incompetence assistance over there.
Have the conversation with Derek. I told him nice and slow, steady. Don't push too fast, too soon. Just take it easy. I've also told him that I'm not going to be on the radio as much today because I don't want to be in his ear. So
I must confess to feeling like a bit of a passenger in this organization. Other than the fact that I'm literally sitting here watching from the garage, but also just... You know, you are usually Derek's race engineer, but, well... It's just... We got fucking Freddy over there as, JJ's engineer. And then we got Mark in both their ears. I don't even know what kind of jerry-rigging we did to get that to work, but... Both of our drivers have 1.5 race engineers, and I don't really feel like I have any capability of communicating with either one.
there's multiple squabbles going on right now. This is actually kind of insane.
Yeah, it's just a giant slipstream train unless you're one of the leader or the second car at Ferrari. I don't know which Mercedes it is up there. It's leading this train. I think it logically has to be Ryza, yeah, because I don't see Juan anywhere.
Here's the not so fun part about all this happening. Because Derek can't go anywhere, and he's got faster traffic behind him, they're just kind of getting to him. There's nothing he can do. So we're going to get a warning from the FIA there for some track limit shenanigans. There is nothing that Derek can do differently because of the cars in front of him that are also putting dirty air on his nose, which doesn't seem to be hurting him, despite everything that is different in the car that you would say differently. But
I'm honestly surprised Logan's not put more pressure on Williams up there. I thought he would have like insatiable top speed. Instead, no, they're 3 wide into the last turn, and Seb has absolutely been mugged. He might lose as many as 4 places. Oh god, he has to jam on the brakes because the Williams wasn't going anywhere. Speed and power have solved everything for De La Cruz. If he can survive the following section of turns, which it looks like he will.
up to P4.
Nani the fuck? Well, the dirty air problem has been solved for the time being. And they continue to squabble back there. Derek might just be able to escape.
Oh, somebody's got a problem.
Something behind us, clearly.
Okay, clear.
Oof.
Taro's engine.
Oh, that's a VSC,
Caution, virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a
which doesn't
positive
really do a
delta on
whole
your
lot
dash.
for us.
Nah, it just neutralizes everything.
Tell you one thing that is
Right,
going to
drop your
do,
speed. Our delta's too low, and we're gonna risk a
I'm gonna get on the
penalty.
radio and tell
Slow
Derek
your
to save
pace
his battery.
immediately.
Build the charge back up there, because that's going to be massive for us.
I used to hate following safety car deltas. The only thing more difficult than driving a fast car fast is driving the fast car slowly.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
BSC has subsided, but Derek literally in the middle of the most difficult part of the S's. Lost a couple tenths to the McLaren behind us in that, but
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Mark, you really have to interrupt me to say that. No shit, we've done 4 laps and run hard tires. Zilich got it even worse, so Derek has actually reeled him in here. Against all odds. Oh my
Still gonna
god,
have
that was...
DRS, so.
Yeah. Maybe not here, but we might have... If Derek can get out of the last turn, we might be able to put some pressure on that Red Bull. Oh, he got it right after that last turn, too.
Lost some time to the car behind.
That isn't blatant like suddenly Logan has moved to P6 at that hairpin. And the subsequent straightaway. Oh dear lord, that's... yeah.
Derek is wheeling this thing right now. It's kind of crazy. Whew.
this is the first time all season he's had a car that's been more oversteer than understeer. So, I guess we're gonna get to learn a bit about his driving preferences in this GP. There's some out there that feel like if they're not fighting for dear life with their vehicle, that they're not driving, but I don't know if Derek is that type or what.
We're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on medium.
So which defends, I don't think it matters. Not at all.
That curb does not enjoy anything.
No.
I say one thing, Derek has gotten a lot better at hitting his marks. I mean, when you're driving a car like the way that this one's set up and you have to hit your marks or you're not going to make the corner, you don't really have a choice.
Adapt in a time of crisis, I suppose. Improvise, adapt, overcome, or literally just perish.
Derek was hoping to have DRS there. Fun fact, he didn't.
Every time he hits that curb, I'm just waiting. Oh. Now, hopefully that'll buff out later.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.5 seconds.
Mark, the car ahead is not our problem right now. Nose itches. Oh my lord. That seems a little... Need some new underwear.
Okay, you're closing on one of the Ferraris. Okay,
The fuck we are.
box this lap, box this lap.
Oh, give him poop on the snoot. I don't know, say if I were in the driver's seat, I'd probably let him go. They're on... I mean, their tires are probably about to go out soon, but still. Yep, Seb is mildly pissing off up there. How is this DRS? Won't be now.
lap, please. Box this lap.
Now we pray our crew can do their thing. By that I specifically mean do not fail to attach a wheel, like they seem to like doing.
Okay, go, go, go!
They did not.
Just that.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
No immediate time gain on Orleans, but now now it's the ball's in our court. We're the ones on the faster compound.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down.
Well, that's unfortunate for Derek, but I mean, when you run wide on that corner every time, whether it's through the car or not, you're going to get that. Something else you're going to get when you pit early. Dirty air.
These guys up here are glutton for a car wreck.
Okay, Franco's coming in for his stop.
Derek with a pretty smart move there. He swung wide on the corner to get the run out. In
So
doing
that
so,
crossover attack has jumped Thrasher. Must have been held up or something. Holy cow. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be developing a gap unless those McLarens start bickering. And if I'm Derek with that,
Hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
if I'm Derek with this 3-second penalty in hand now, I feel like don't even waste my effort fighting McLarens their turns. We're never going to elude them because of DRS. Better off following them and using their DRS to try and stay ahead of the Ferrari by 3 seconds.
I'm sure Derek is not trying to block by any means. It's just kind of not going well for him at the moment. Derek struggling with the dirty air. That's the only thing with the setup is it's not good. Almost looks like Derek's been more comfortable on the hard tire, which is weird to say, but he's gonna have to do what he can to stay in DRS range here. Which he will for the time being.
Oh boy, the McLarens are fighting.
Which is not going to do much for the fight with Thrasher, or with Wojciechowski.
It's Kurt Wilde behind us.
He's not talking about the leader?
Well, they're fighting, right. I thought you were referring to, like, us trying to stay away from Kurt, not them trying to get to the leader. Which, speaking of Kurt, it just generally seems like he's just faster than all three of us right now. I didn't really expect that. I figured DRS would just overpower that, but... No, even when Derek had it, he was not pulling ahead of that Ferrari. Looks like they're about to go to war again up there.
By about 3/10 of that. Well done.
Looks like the McLarens may have settled out to who will lead the way, but much to their probable dismay, Eric is like 6 seconds ahead of them.
Freaking curb, dude. Derek is not having a good time with it. Yeah, I think when Kurt gets to us, we're just going to have to let him go and just try to maintain P5. Which P5 for us, after what we thought we were going to have, is still a great day for Derek.
I'm trying to look at the map. I think JJ is also in contention for points if he can put himself in the right spots. It's hard to tell. There's like a literal fucking bag of Skittles making their way onto that straight just now. And there's an even bigger bag of Skittles behind there, but... he has arrived.
No need to fight him.
I don't think you could even if he wanted to.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
spark. I've been telling him that this whole entire time.
The Red Bull's fighting back there. It's probably about the only reason that they haven't caught us yet either. Zillich and SVG looks like their relatively short NASCAR careers have just been squabbling for P6. Kurt wants to get on the podium over Seb Orleans. Looks like he might just have that. Maybe. Too wide through the chicane for them. And the Ferrari will be victorious. The mediums are still the quicker tire right now, it seems like. Ugh. There's a ton of buzz I'm just hearing from the Red Bull garage. From what I'm understanding, they're trying to orchestrate team orders over there. It's not working. They're not even just team orders. They're basically just trying to say, hey, we need to figure it out. Because if we keep fighting for position, neither of us are going to get fifth here.
So they don't really need a whole lot to get it from Derek. They can't keep fighting like they are. It's not going to go well.
Yeah, they only need a second, but they have fought over P6 at literally every single possible opportunity. They're doing it again as we speak on the way into the hairpin.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
And they're drag racing into T1.
Gap to your teammate behind, 13.7 seconds.
Derek is completely aware that he's having to push even to maintain the gap, because if they do, for some reason, decide to work together, he's not in a good spot right now.
Seconds.
So it'll be dominant for Eric Blazkowski. Second place goes to Thrasher. Kurt Wilde will steal a podium over the other McLaren, and that should be hanging on to P5.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
From the depths and the claws of despair, from P10 to P5 goes Derek De La Cruz. Let's see if JJ West got points, and it's driver of the day for Seb Orleans, who did start pretty deep in the field from what I saw. But it's Eric Blazkowski being the fourth different winner in 4
to
different
witness
races here in the
such
World Tour.
Mastery of these conditions, these changeable conditions that we saw today, is very impressive indeed. So,
Changeable conditions. We're in a fucking desert. Hello.
And I think with SVG having a struggle race there, that's going to hand the points lead to Thrasher. Yeah, even with that 3-second penalty, it is a, as we get a look at it here, 0.8 of a second gap over the Red Bulls, who could not get it together. JJ West, 1 spot short of the points, goes from 16th to 11th. That is a fantastic day for him on the charge up. Both cars gained 5 points. They're 5 positions, so that's pretty big. 10 points to the total for Derek De La Cruz. We look at your point scorers, though. Eric Wojciechowski is your winner. Thrasher P2, Kurt Wild P3, Seb Orleans P4, Derek De La Cruz P5, Connor Zilic SVG, they're 6th and 7th. 8th for Logan, so he only lost 1 spot on the day. 9th is going to go to, I'm forgetting.
That I'm pretty sure is Keith Kilgore.
It is in fact. And then Ryzen obviously gets the 10th spot. I believe he only had 1 DNF, and that was Taro.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate there. The other Aston Martin not faring much better. Alpine in the sheds, but that does mean Kick Sauber has scored a point. So did Williams. So the only team to not score points are the VCARB team, and it's not looking great for them as we roll on. McLaren with a 20-point lead in the Constructors. We look at the driver standings. A bad race from SVG is going to put him down to 3rd. Thrasher now takes the points lead. Eric Wojciechowski, 12 points back from him. And then Seb Orleans P4, Kurt Wild P5, Derek De La Cruz P6. Ahead of Connor Zilic at the moment. That's kind of wild. Connor Zilic 7th, 8th, and 9th for the Mercedes, both with equal points. 10th for Nico, who's had a fantastic job so far of the season. I think scoring only points in Bahrain, but that's still pretty big. And then 16 drivers have scored points. Both VCARBs, 1 Kick, 1 Haas, and Williams have not scored points. So that will wrap up episode 4 here of the World Tour. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let us know who your favorite driver is so far, who you think's going to win the championship. It's a toss-up right now, man. I think this is a very exciting championship. Like, we had 4 different winners. It's still pretty tight. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.